my God. It smells so good. How's it going, guys? Today I'm gonna be making a salad with you. I normally don't make salads in Thailand. If I'm gonna have a salad in Thailand, I'll go out and have it at a restaurant. I'm just not really attracted to having salads. Like if you look at the fruit right there, see the mangoes right there? Like that's what I focus on, baby. Focus on the fruit. That's where all my calories are coming from the mangoes and from the bananas and from all the avocados. Eating heaps of avocados and the coconut meat. We got 3 bags of coconuts behind me back there. So I'm just stocked up on fruits and coconuts. And so I rarely eat the salads. The only times I eat them is when I go out to hang out with friends, really. It's a social thing for me. But when I'm in Canada, I do make salads, or at least in the past, I've been known to make salads in Canada. The greens there are fantastic. So I just wanted to show you how I would make a salad in Thailand, or how I would go about making a salad anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter which country you're traveling to, you can pretty much make a salad anywhere. So what I did today is I went out to the market and I bought a few heads of lettuce, I bought a few avocados, a few tomatoes, a few ripe mangoes. I even got some papaya noodles here, and I got some green onions, cilantro, and basil. So this salad is gonna be big enough for 2 people. If I was at home, I probably could eat this whole thing myself. It might take me a couple hours to eat. That's the thing about eating salads. They take a long time to eat. So they're best eaten with a good friend or a good family member. You can talk over eating a salad, or maybe even want to watch a movie while you're eating it. But it's all about the sauce when it comes to salad. The salad greens, yeah, they should be high quality for sure, but what you're gonna be getting your calories from, what you're gonna be getting all the flavor from is the sauce. So a lot of people think, oh, I can't eat just raw vegan because the salads don't fill me up. And I'm like, that's because your salad's probably the size of this little tiny bowl, and the amount of sauce you put on is probably like a friggin' teaspoon of like olive oil or something. Like you gotta have a big blender full of fruit sauce, which either has dates in it or has avocado in it or mangoes or something with some sustenance, some calories, and you're gonna pour that all over your salad bowl. So what I have here, as you can see, I got a big bowl of greens, and like I said, this is for 2 people here. So there's 1 head of romaine lettuce in here, and there's 2 heads or 2 bulbs, I guess you call them, yeah, heads of iceberg lettuce. Now normally I wouldn't eat iceberg lettuce, but here at the market they look pretty good, so I got them. But I usually prefer butter lettuce or romaine lettuce. And so I haven't chopped it up fully. Now usually I would either chop it up or I would just rip it up like this. I really like getting my hands on ripping it up. So you can rip it up or you can chop it up, totally up to you. But we'll get to that later. For now, let's just focus on building this sauce. Let's create a nice sauce together. So, like I said, you want some sort of calorie in your sauce. And I don't have dates, but I do have mangoes and I have avocados. So we're gonna see how well these go together. They normally go really well together, plus tomatoes, so that's fantastic. So if you got mangoes, you got tomatoes, you got avocados, you got some basil, you got some cilantro, you got some green onion, and you got a little bit of a chili, a little bit of sauce, a little bit of a pit, easy to say in Thailand, a spice is the word I'm looking for, and some ginger for some spice, and then some lime for some tang. These are all optional. The ginger, the spice, and the lime are optional, but what is absolutely mandatory for this sauce is the mangoes, the tomato, the avocado, and then some of the herbs. So let's get right into it. First things first, let's cut into these mangoes. This is how you cut open a mango, guys. You might want to get a nice close-up on this one. I just slice it down one side, and then I slice it down the other side, and I save this center bit for later. So save the center bit for dessert, let's say. Put those center bits somewhere else. And then I just slide my thumbs in here, and I'll pop this bit into the blender. Voila, no time wasted. But you really want to do this actually like Henry Ford style. You want to have like a proper lineup going. So you just cut all the mangoes first, and then do the plopping into the blender later. A few moments later. We'll fast forward this bit, but we'll keep recording. I'm going to fast forward it. Just, yeah. Hold the camera steady, and then we'll just like go bing, 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 bing. Shit, dude. It's good to have a big cutting board. I just bought this cutting board a couple days ago because I knew I was going to make a single salad. But at home I have a really, really big cutting board. I don't need to worry about filling it up. Anyway, so now that you've got all the mangoes cut, it's good to cut them all at once. Now you spend all the time plopping them in. Now, the important thing to remember is when you're making a smoothie or when you're making a sauce, you want to put in the highest water content fruit first. You don't want to put the dates in first, and then the avocados, and then the tomatoes, and the mangoes. You want to put your, in this case, the mangoes in first. Then we're going to put either tomatoes or avocados next. That's not super important, but what's super important is putting in the mangoes first because they're the most water rich. It's going to help the blender blend it up. This is not a Vitamix. This is not a Blendtec blender. This is just, $50 no-name blender from Thailand here. But I would recommend getting either a Ninja blender, a Blendtec blender, or a Vitamix blender. Those are the best three options in my opinion. People get like NutriBullets and things, but those things are just so dang small, man. You gotta fill up on some calories. You need some serious volume in your diet, on a fruit diet. Unless you're blending up like just pure avocado and dates or something. But if you wanna eat some, blend up some tomatoes and tomatoes and mangoes and melons and things, you need a bigger blender for more volume. So now that we have the mango base in there, we could either start blending it now, because the blender's not super powerful, or we could add a bit more into it. I think we're gonna add a bit more into it. Let's just add the avocado now. Frick yeah, man, I love avocado. No way I'd still be raw vegan if I wasn't eating avocados, man. Need the calories, bro. Gotta fill up. If you're not filling up on fruit, you're gonna be looking elsewhere. I'll tell you that much. The people who go back to eating other foods, it's because they're not eating enough fat. Don't fear the fat. Get it from coconut meat, get it from durian, get it from avocados. For sure, don't fear the fat, man. It's not gonna make you fat. What's gonna make you fat is not burning calories, just sitting around, and what's gonna make you fat, really, is eating too many calories. So, some pre-cut up cocoa meat here. I'm just gonna add in a little bit, not too much. A little bit there, add one more, same amount. There we go, some nice coconut meat. All right, now that we have that, I'm also gonna add in, I'll just add in like 1 or 2 tomatoes. It's good to cut them in half because this blender is not the most powerful thing in the world. So I'll just cut the tomatoes in half and add 1 more little tomato, and it'll blend it up. Cool, so a secret or a tip, big tip here is to not add water to your smoothie. Don't add water, to your sauce. You add it to your smoothie if you want because you're going to be drinking it like liquid, but your sauce, you want to keep that sauce nice and thick. And if you add water, what's going to happen is, halfway through the smoothie, all the water's going to settle to the bottom. And by the end of the smoothie, it's going to have this wet, soggy mess down there. So you don't want to add water to your sauce. In fact, if you're adding lemon or lime too, keep it really minimal. I don't even know why we have 2 limes here. We're probably only going to use half of a single one. So put this other one away. I'll just add a little squeeze of it now while we're here. Don't worry about the seeds either. You can just blend those things up. They don't cause that big of an issue. Or if you see one right on the edge, you can take it out like I just did. All right, so now I got like half a tiny, tiny lime in there. You need to put your hand over the top or be responsible, have the lid on. Let's blend the sucker up. See how quickly that just boom, sunk down? Because mangoes, pure water, baby. Super easy to blend. This blender is not the most powerful thing, but it's working really well now because I put the mangoes in first, which added a lot of hydration to it. Then the tomatoes and avocado and coconut meat can sink in there and get blended a lot easier. Cool. Now I'm going to add in some herbs. Oh, wow. Just a little taste I had there on the tip of my hand there. So good. So next up, we got some herbs here. And herbs you want to be careful with. You don't want to add too much because it could ruin it, but if you don't add enough, then it doesn't really give that full flavor that you're looking for. When it comes to blending up basil, I don't blend the stem. Some people blend the stem, but I think the stem is too bitter. So take your time, pick out those leaves, and you're going to enjoy your sauce much more because of it. Basil, I find that you need a lot of basil to make it taste like pretty basil-y. I've never actually experienced overdoing it on basil. I've definitely overdone it on things like onion and garlic in the past for sure, but never experienced too much basil. So don't worry about that. Some dirt on that one. Okay, so
So basically,
that's a decent amount of basil. Let's just add one more little sprig here. And then also I'm going to add in a bit of cilantro. Cilantro, you can add the stem. I wouldn't add this bottom part of the stem. I wouldn't add the root, but add like the top bit stems, it's no issue. It's going to be a bit better, sure, if you don't add the any of the stem, but that's a lot of work. And for the green onion, I just cut off that little root bit there, and you can actually stick this in like a plant or stick it in your backyard and it will continue to grow more. So I'm actually going to save this and I'll stick it in the backyard for later. Now that I've cut the tips off though, I don't want all this green fiber in the sauce really, so I'll set this aside. I might have another salad another night, but for tonight, I want to keep it nice and potent. So just add in those bottom bits there. And chop, chop. Again, these are fine. You totally add them to your salad, but I just don't want my sauce really fibrous tonight, so I'm going to leave them out. And it's all by feel. You got to go by feel, man. Listen to feel. Like, don't like copy recipes word by word. I mean, maybe if you're cooking something, it's a bit different, but when it comes to raw food, we're not cooking here. We're just preparing. We're just combining things. So really feel it out. I'm also going to add just like the tip of this pepper. Now, just a little tip for you. A little tip for you. The part that's connected to the plant, is the most hot. It's the hottest part. The tip, the bottom bit here, that's the least hot. So if you want to add in a little bit, you maybe want to start with that bit first and then work your way up. It gets hotter as you go up. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to add a little bit here, just the tip. There we go. And for the ginger, I like to peel my ginger first. Ginger is a great anti-inflammatory root. Looks just like that there. What's that?
Don't overdo it on the ginger.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Ginger is a great anti-inflammatory root. Just looks like that there. I've been eating it ever since I was a kid. I really enjoy the flavor of it. Ginger actually helps people with digestion, but the fact that it's like so hard, like it's rock hard like a carrot, it just doesn't break down as easy. So blending it up really, really helps. So we're just gonna add a little bit of ginger here. I myself could add like this whole thing of ginger, but my friend here, he doesn't want so much ginger. So we're just gonna add about half that amount. It's really not that much. We can add more later if I want. So that's pretty much it for all the small things we got to cut up, I suppose. Well, I'm going to add a couple more tomatoes to this sauce. So you want to find the softest tomatoes in the bunch. That bit's a bit rotten there. Cut that off. Give a little sniff. It's good to go. Right, let's fill this sucker up with tomatoes, shall we? Good tomato sauce needs a lot of tomatoes. Yeah, good to cut them in half. This blender is not the best in the world, so let's be safe on the safe side. And let's add some more cilantro. We haven't added much cilantro. There's a good amount of cilantro right there. There we go. So now we got cilantro, we got basil, we got green onion, we got tomato, we got mango, we got coconut meat, we got a little bit of that red pepper, we got some ginger, and we got a little bit of lime in there. Let's see how this thing tastes. I blend it up. It's getting like physically heavy. Like my bicep has to work for this guy now. All right. It's gonna be good, man. If you want chunks in your smoothie, don't blend it up so much. If you want it nice and smooth, then keep blending. Oh my God. It smells so good. Wow. This whole thing maybe cost $10 to make. Like all this lettuce right here was like $1.50, and all this sauce right here, I'm trying to do the math here, all this sauce right here is maybe like $7 or something. So $7 plus $1.50, that's less than $10 for this whole salad. And it's gonna fill 2 grown men up. So now that I've got the sauce made, I want to have more of a taste test on it. So let's get a little spoon here and let's see how we go. And if you're sharing a salad with someone, you don't want to be the only taste tester. You want to share it with the person who's going to be eating it as well. So we'll see. That is insane. That combination of herbs right there, the basil, the cilantro, the green onion, a little bit of lime, tomatoes, man, everything is so, so good. Come over here and taste this, bro. Good?
Ooh, yeah.
Super good, awesome.
Oh, man.
So for me, my liking, I like it a little thicker. It's a bit more watery than usual. I guess because I normally add some dates in, and dates are dehydrated, so dates soak up the water, they make it a bit thicker. And normally I would add more avocado, make it a bit thicker. But this is the best we got right now, so we're gonna roll with it. So now that the sauce is made, I just want to prepare the lettuce a bit more. Let's rip it up. I'm not a huge fan of big chunks of lettuce in my salad. I do like it cut up a bit, but I don't have a really big cutting board here, so I can't just like lay it all out and cut it. So I'm gonna have to rip it by hand. And once I've ripped it quite a bit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour the sauce in, and I'm gonna start mixing the sauce in with my hands as well. So you want to really saturate the leaves with the sauce. Big chunk every now and then is fine, but for the most part I like it cut up. Some scissors would be good. Just going through this with some scissors. So now I'm going to add in a little of the papaya noodles. This is just green papaya, grated. Really, really nice when you don't want to make your own noodles. I prefer making zucchini noodles for sure, but when I don't have zucchini noodles on hand, I just go to the market. They're making fresh green papaya noodles. So that's that there. Now I'm going to pour the sauce on. Heavy on the sauce. Heavy on the sauce. I'm talking serious heaviness. Look at that. This whole bowl probably weighs like 8 pounds. Yeah, it's up there. That's up there for sure. Now that I have this made, let's just mix it all together, shall we? This is the fun part. You should probably do this in the sink, actually. Wasn't the best move to do it right here, but I wanted to make it as viewer-friendly as possible. So we're just mixing this up by hand. You like that sound? That's how we do it. And once the salad is mixed up here, we're going to put it in individual bowls. Like this diet's all about being flexible. It's all about adapting to what you have and what you want in the moment. You know, what I'm realizing here is I don't know if this is going to be quite enough. So what I want to do is, I can just tell by how my appetite is right now. I'm feeling like I could eat like this whole bowl myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up some more tomatoes. I'm going to add them in, and I'm also going to add in another head of romaine lettuce. So we'll have an extra head of romaine lettuce in there, and we'll have some tomatoes. And also for crunch, for those of you guys who want some crunch, get some cucumber here. Now, personally, I don't like cucumber in my salads. Some people might, but I don't. I prefer zucchini in my salads. Cucumber, for whatever reason, I don't know. I've just never liked combining melon, cucumber's a melon, combining melon with green leafies and avocados and things like that. So I'm going to keep the cucumber off to the side, but it was there as an option, as a reminder to let you guys know that you can add it in if you like cucumbers. But let's just add in just a couple of these bits of tomatoes here. Slice and dice in any way you want. I like to cut them into 4s. Dunzo Gonzalez. Let's make it worth our time. You know, if we're going to spend the time making the salad, if you're going to spend the time eating the salad, you might as well make sure you have enough. Worst case scenario, check this out. Worst case scenario, you make too much salad, what do? Eat it the next day. The leftovers are amazing. Sometimes I make the most bomb salad. It's so good, like the best avocados, like the best ginger, the best tomatoes, the best everything, best greens. Next morning you'll wake up, have a banana, go have a hard workout at the gym, come back from the gym, eat the salad for post-workout, man. That's how good they can be. So for this bit of lettuce here, I'm gonna slice it up real nicely. This is what I should have done with that lettuce already in the bowl, but I don't have a big cutting board. It's kind of a pain in the arse to cut here. No excuses, right? Should have done it anyway. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Next time. Okay, cool. Now that that's in there, I'm not going to get my hands dirty again, but just so you know, this is the gist of it, man. So that was pretty easy. That took maybe less than 15 minutes to put all together, no problemos. So if you want to make a salad, it's going to take like 2 hours to eat this, man, for sure. If you were to eat this all on your own, that would take a good 2 hours, and it would really stuff you up. So maybe don't make more than your eye. Don't let your eyes be bigger than your stomach. Eat just the right amount for you. But like I said, worst case scenario, put it in the fridge, have it for later. And that's it, guys. This is a raw vegan salad. It's going to fill you up. It's going to satisfy you. This is going to get the job done. Now, it's time to, I like to clean up before I eat. If you don't clean up before you eat, if you start eating and then you try and clean up, forget it, man. Start your cleanup ASAP. All right, guys, time to eat this salad and watch some Apple TV. I'm gonna hit up Vimeo, watch some short videos, and enjoy the salad, man. Let's see how this tastes. Mix it all up. I like to mix it all up, even though it's already been mixed up. Just habit, I guess. And then just go for it, man. Nailed it with that sauce. Nailed it. That's it, man. Hard life, but someone's got to do it. Be sure to subscribe to these videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you've made it this far. Post in the comments down below saying, Ted, I watched you eat the salad, if you made it to the very end. And yeah, see you in the next video.